I'm going to give you some performance factors that helped me win my first AOY title out of my XRS bullet. I'm going to take this from the top. We show up at Okeechobee, February, a brutal Okeechobee, a severe cold front coming in. We had north winds 15, 20, 25 miles an hour. We're going to go into durability and ride. My boat was able to perform to get me to my fishing areas and to get me back safely and my fish intact and my fish alive. The second key performance factor is definitely, and a very important one, is efficiency. Smith Lake, second tournament of the year. Not as brutally cold, not as bad windy. The ride really wasn't that big a deal, but it was all about efficiency. I had a big long run, and I was actually able to do well and finish third in this tournament by fishing 2 different rivers. And I'm talking about running way up one fork, coming all the way back out, and running up another fork. Gas consumption, I didn't have to stop and get fuel. I was very efficient in what I've done. Great riding surface. Efficiency is the game. It's going to put more cast and more fish in your live well. The third key performance factor comes into play here is stability and draft. Lake Eufaula, fishing really shallow weed beds with a shad spawn with a swim jig, having to get in our really tight, really shallow water, take advantage of those fish early in the morning. I was able to get back into those areas without spooking my fish. Came out of there smelling like a rose, had 11th place finish, moved all the way up, I think, to second in the points at this time, on my way to the AOY title. We're rolling into Grand Lake, a place I know nothing about. It's the time of year you're going to be fishing a lot of different patterns, shallow to deep. The fourth key total performance factor is definitely storage. I've got spare trolling motor, I've got spare prop, I've got plenty of tackle storage because I don't know if it's going to be a deep crankbait or a flipping bite. I have no idea. Tournament ends up great. I end up catching 40, 50 keepers a day. I'm culling through a lot of fish. I'm really relying on my live well system. I have no dead fish. I come out of Grand Lake, great. I come in 7th place in the tournament. I move into the lead in the AOY on my way to the title. Last but not least, Lake Chickamauga, and the total performance factor here is definitely going to be quickness. I was able to bump around and jump from spot to spot, which I know is my home lake. I know 10,000 different spots. I wanted to fish them all. But I knew the productive ones to hit, and I had to beat my competition to them. I done that. I claimed the AOY title. We come out there with victory, and I got 100,000 reasons to love my bullet. I'm going to be honest. 2013 was a lot of fun. And I tell you what the fun factor was, is being back in my old boat, being back in my old bullet, the 21 XRS it kind of brought it back out in me. Hell, it just kind of brings out the kid back in you. And it feels like when you're out here on the tour, fishing around all these other boats, these other products, it really brings out the rebel in you. Well, that's a good note. 2013 was an absolute wonderful year. And to end it was kind of a crying shame. I hated to let it in. But the bottom line is the product performed flawlessly. There's no doubt about it. And this is a tournament-proven boat, the 21 XRS.